You'll find the link to Blockchain Career Starter Guide in the description and pinned in comments below. Every day, billions of dollars in crypto are moving into the hands of billionaires, banks, and governments, and almost nobody is watching. Meanwhile, regular people are losing money on random coins they found on TikTok. Most people lose money in crypto for one reason, and nobody realizes it until it's too late. What happened next shocked everyone in 2025. In this video, you're going to learn three things. First, who's actually buying crypto right now? And it's not who you think. Second, the generational shift that's about to change everything. Third, the exact mistake 90% of beginners make and how to avoid it. By the end, you'll know how to protect your money and you'll understand why this is the most dangerous time to be in crypto. But this is where it gets dangerous. What happened next shocked everyone, and almost nobody notices this. Wait, there's one company that bought more Bitcoin than the entire US government. If you want simple crypto education without the confusing jargon, subscribe now. We post videos every week that help beginners avoid expensive mistakes. We break down crypto, Wall Street, and the biggest money stories so you never lose money again. But before you subscribe, watch what happened to this guy. You think crypto is just for back hackers and tech nerds? Wrong. The biggest buyers right now are the people you trust the most and the ones you trust the least. BlackRock just bought 60 billion in Bitcoin. That's more than Elon Musk's entire net worth in one coin. Here's the list of who's buying. First, asset managers like BlackRock, Fidelity, and Vanguard. Second, banks like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs. Third, hedge funds like Bridgewater and Millennial. Fourth, governments like the US, China, and UAE. Fifth, corporations like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Block. These groups aren't buying random coins, they are buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, the safe ones. Think of it like real estate. Institutions buy whole buildings, retail buyers buy a single brick and hope it becomes a house. MicroStrategy bought 5.9 billion in Bitcoin. They haven't sold. Their stock price is up 400%. Picture a whale swimming in the ocean. That's BlackRock. Retail investors are the tiny fish chasing the whale's tail. This is scary because when institutions move, prices crash or explode, and retail investors are the first to panic. In 2025, when BlackRock bought Bitcoin, the price went from $30,000 to $60,000 in 3 months. If you bought a $55,000 worth, you are still losing. But here's the twist, institutions are about to do something even bigger, and what they are buying next is going to shock you. But first, you need to understand why this is happening now. Your parents told you to save money in a bank. Your grandparents told you to buy gold. But your kids, they are already buying Bitcoin. One survey found that 60% of Gen Z believes crypto is more trustworthy than banks. Here's the shift across generations. The old generation uses banks, gold, and real estate. The middle generation uses stocks and mutual funds. The young generation uses crypto, NFTs, and DeFi. Why is this happening? Because banks failed. In 2023, three US banks collapsed. People lost 1.2 billion A 22-year-old named Alex bought $500 in Bitcoin in 2020. He didn't sell. In 2025, he had $47,000. He bought his mom a house. In 2025, 18% of millennials own crypto. That's 20 million people. Crypto is like the internet in 1995. Everyone believed it would change everything. Now everyone's on it. This is hope, but it's also danger. Because if you don't act now, you're going to be left behind. The people who bought in 2010 are millionaires. The people who bought in 2015 are still rich. The people who wait, they are going to lose. But there's one mistake that's destroying 90% of beginners, and that mistake is about to cost you more than you think. Let's talk about what it is. You bought a coin because your friend said it's going to the moon. You didn't read anything. You didn't check the website. You didn't know what it does. And now you're losing money. 90% of beginners lose money on this one mistake. The mistake is buying without knowing what you are buying. Here's how to avoid it. First, read the white paper to know what the coin does. Second, check the team to see if they are real people. Third, look at the market cap to see if it's too small or too big. Fourth, wait for the dip. Don't buy at the top. Fifth, diversify. Don't buy all money in one coin. Don't put all money in one coin. Buying crypto without research is like buying a car without checking the engine. You might drive it for a week, then it explodes. A guy named John bought $10,000 in a coin called Safe Moon. He didn't read anything. The coin crashed to zero. He lost everything. Bitcoin market cap is $1.2 trillion. Safe Moons was 100 million. One is safe, one is a gamble. This is fear. Because if you don't do this, you are going to lose everything. And you won't even know why. In 2025, 12,000 people lost $3.4 billion on scam coins. They didn't read anything. But there's one hidden secret that's going to save you. And this secret is the most important thing you will learn in this video. Let's talk about it now. Here's the hidden secret. Institutions don't buy crypto to make money. They buy it to control the future. They are not trying to double your money. They are trying to own the system. And that's why you need to act now. Because when they control it, retail investors are out. This is the most dangerous time to be in crypto, but it's also the most exciting. Wait, there's one more thing. A mistake most viewers make. Most people watch this video and then do nothing. They don't change. They don't act. And they lose. You think crypto is just about price? No. It's about power. And the people with the most power are the ones who are buying now. The US government bought 100 billion dollars in Bitcoin last year. They are not selling. Why are institutions buying? First, for control. They want to own the system. Second, for safety. Bitcoin is the new gold. Third, for the future. They know crypto is coming. Fourth, for profit. Yes, they still want money. So what should you do? First, buy Bitcoin first because it's the safest. Second, buy Ethereum. Second, because it's the next safe. Third, wait for the dip. Don't buy at the top. Fourth, diversify. Don't go all in. Crypto is like a war. Institutions are the generals. Retail investors are the soldiers. Soldiers die. Generals win. BlackRock Bitcoin ETF is up 200%. They are not selling. You should be buying. This is hope, but it's also power. Because if you act now, you are going to win. If you don't, you are going to lose. The people who bought in 2010 are millionaires. The people who act now are going to be rich. The people who wait, they are going to lose. But before you invest, there's one more thing you need to know. And this is the most important lesson you will learn. Let's talk about the final payoff. Here's the biggest insight: crypto is not about price, it's about the future. Institutions are buying because they know crypto is coming. They are not trying to make money, they are trying to control the system. And you need to act now, because when they control it, you are out. Here's what to do. First, buy Bitcoin because it's safe. Second, buy Ethereum because it's next safe. Third, wait for the dip. Don't buy at the top. Fourth, diversify. Don't go all in. If you do this, you're going to win. If you don't, you're going to lose everything. This is the most dangerous time to be in crypto. But it's also the most exciting, because if you act now, you're going to be rich. If you don't, you're going to lose. But before you invest, watch this next video. Subscribe if you want to stay ahead in crypto without wasting years learning learning the hard way. We post videos every week that help beginners avoid expensive mistakes. Join our community of 10,000 crypto learners. Don't lose money again. But before you subscribe, watch this next video. But before you invest in any coin, watch this next video here. It could save you from one of the biggest beginner mistakes in crypto. In that video, we teach safe portfolio management. You will learn how to protect your money and never lose again. Click here now. Don't wait. This video could save you $10,000.